Hi there, principal. A quick word about being a principal, because I was a principal and I loved being a principal and I was pretty good at it too. And as a result, people started to talk to me about what was next. And they asked me to look up. They asked me to look up into the system. They asked me to look up into the bureaucracy and to think about a position there where I would be taken out of schools and into a place that kind of told schools what to do. And for the first time in my career, I felt a darkness descend upon me where I thought, I don't want to do that job. And so I looked sideways and I thought about maybe I need to just go into a different principal role. Maybe I need to take what I've learned about leading schools in my school and do it in another school, in one more school. And to be honest, I thought I could do that and I thought that I could be somewhat fulfilled by that, but I wasn't inspired by that idea. And I think that a lot of principals have this feeling that what they learn about being a principal can be of benefit to more than just the next school, more than just one school. In fact, I don't want the things that made me happy and successful as a principal to kind of die with me, or at least to just drift off into retirement with me. I've got bigger and better work to do. And that's why I want to speak to you today for just a moment, and then again a little later on, about becoming an expert facilitator at real schools. It may be something that you're about to jump at and say, I want to do this now. And it may be something you go, I wouldn't mind doing this in 1, 2 or 3 years, and that's all fine. And even the title expert facilitator kind of doesn't, really grab you, does it? But I'm hoping that the work that sits behind that title will. The work that sits behind that title will be working with 25 to 30 schools to help them to build and sustain a culture where their programs and their stakeholders, where their people thrive. And I think this connects deeply to why you got into being a principal in the first place. There's a people-centered ambition that we have about working in schools. And when you become a principal, all of a sudden you find that you start to get dragged away from that people-centered work. And it's the stuff that made you good at this in the first place, and it's the stuff that lights you up, and it's the stuff that others need to know about. And so what we've done is develop a partnership model where we position people who have been happy, successful principals side by side with 25 to 30 schools, and we help them transform through the work that lights us all up. And I'm going to run a little webinar to tell you a little more about that so that you could consider it both now and into the future. It's going to be on Thursday, the 26th of August at 3:30 p.m. And I want to encourage you to come along because, one, this could really help you achieve that huge goal of making sure that that incredible wisdom, incredible experience, and incredible enthusiasm that you have for being a principal doesn't disappear with you when you stop doing it in one school. And you also get the chance to be a part of something really big. We not only want to get school culture to the top of every school that we work with's school improvement agenda. We want it at the top of the country's school improvement agenda. We want the way the people stuff happens in schools to be central to not only the way we grow young people, but to the way our schools get better, to the way they improve. And if that sounds exciting and inspiring to you, then somewhere around this video is a link to register for that webinar that you need to click, because I need to give you some details that are going to make every day in your career from this point onward a slightly different colour, a slightly different feeling. And it's not going to be the dark pallor of having to go into bureaucracy to try and spread your influence that you may have been experiencing just like me. This is bright, this is exciting, and this is something that I want you as a principal to consider coming along with me on. Click it. See you there.